Good morning, our dear friends. FutureTrend channel is back to you. Today is 3rd of April 2019. We start our everyday's analysis of major currencies, of trading of major currencies in the world financial markets. This morning could be characterized by rising risk-on kind of mood, and that should be associated with the Financial Times report where they told that United States and China trade representatives finally removed any kind of barriers in their efforts to sign a bilateral trade agreement. That's why probably Japanese yen is looking a little bit on defensive this morning, as well as, for example, such kind of currencies like, let's see, first of all, the dollar yen, which is continue to erode its moving average 200 daily line located at the moment around the level of 111.47. We should understand that from technical point of view, a break and closing above that level should open further upside potential for the dollar yen. Altogether, with continuation of slightly better than expected economic indicators coming from the United States, but here probably we should stay for Friday, where the so-called very famous payrolls report will be published. As regarding the sterling continues to be in the arms of the British Parliament, but Theresa May's decision to find extension of the so-called Article 50 that could prolong a negotiation process between European Union and Britain continue to support such kind of factors, continue to support the cable at the moment. Once again, we'd like to mention the fact that there are some kind of big investors in the market that suggest that sooner or later the so-called agreement will be approved by British Parliament, that will take the British pound much higher from current levels. Altogether, the dollar Swiss is at the moment is trading around 99.77, just below its pivotal kind of psychologically important resistance barrier of the parity level. We continue to hold our short position in the currency accumulated at 99.95 with a stop above 100.25. Overall, we continue here to suggest that sooner or later this pair could retest its longer-term uptrend line located today around 98.55. As regarding some other pairs, we already mentioned during today's report. Let's see, for example, excuse me for my kind of computer abilities. Okay, the commodity block of currencies, and here also some interesting information we have this morning. After yesterday's a kind of difficult day for the Australian dollar, finally the Australian dollar is half a figure above its above the lows printed during previous trading session. Today, this morning, Australian dollar is above the level of 71. That's because of slightly higher than expected retail sales report coming from Australia, and as well as improvement in the PMI services component of Chinese economy. Altogether, that means that also with a rising risk-on environment, Australian dollar at the moment is looking a little bit better than, for example, during previous trading session. Anyway, here we suggest that while we are above psychologically important level of 70, the pair could extend its current potential further to the upside. From the point of view of more, let's say, longer term picture, the pair needs breaking above so-called moving average 200 daily line That's today, coinciding with important technical barrier located at 72. All in all, the pair needs final and clear closing above that level to improve its bullish potential for the nearest future. The same, by the way, applies for the New Zealand dollar, which is also a little bit better, a little bit higher from rebounded from the lows of previous trading session. Here we suggest that important technical barrier to the downside located at 67, and while above that level, the New Zealand dollar, the Kiwi dollar, continue to have any kind of upside potential, bullish potential in the nearest future. As regarding dollar Canada, it's quite let's complicated pair for us at the moment. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher, but to say the truth, at the moment we prefer to stand aside, and will enter the market only in case of testing the level of 132, where lies immediate kind of uptrend line, together with moving average 200 average line. Altogether, we will try to buy an undershooting of the level of 132 with a stop of 30 points. All in all, that's all. For those of you who are looking for our trading opportunities in the block of euro crosses, here it is. Not much to say. Anyway, at the moment, a lot of pairs in the euro block more or less stable. Euro sterling, we continue to have our long position in this type of currency, and we, as you could see, we tightened our stop loss to the entry level. At the moment, that's all. Thank you for all of your attention. See you tomorrow and take care.